Yeah, he's got that.
I've been told I have that too. It wasn't meant as a compliment.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a meeting of the Council of the City of Long Beach held Tuesday, November 18th, 2025 at 7 p.m. We'll have a roll call. Councilmember Bendo.
Present.
Councilmember Lester.
Here.
Councilmember Reinhardt.
Here.
Councilmember Fiamara.
Here.
President Finn.
Present.
Let the record indicate the presence of City Manager Dan Creighton and Corporation Counsel Frank Dukranus. We will now have a salute to the flag.
Please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our second meeting of November. Thank you for coming out. We'll get right to the city manager's report. He has a minor good news item, I think.
So good evening, and thank you everyone for coming tonight. I think the item Brennan's talking about is that the clock on the outside of the building was fixed by our DBW department. I'd like to thank Ken and Steve for getting that done. Great job. And it's been out for quite a long time. But that being said, I'd like to start the real part of the meeting by commending our fire department on the work that they did to save life and property on November 9th. At approximately 5:30 that morning, they received a call for a house fire on the 500 block of East Hudson Street. They were on scene within 3 minutes and had the fire out within 40 minutes. Their prompt response and professional actions no doubt minimized the damage. As always, we are thankful to our firefighters. Our police department also assisted in getting people out of the fire, and our surrounding fire departments that came to assist them. Thank you very much, and great job again. Thank you very much. Next, I would like to remind everyone that the zoning board meeting originally scheduled for this Thursday evening has been postponed to Thursday, December 4th. The planning board meeting that had previously been scheduled for December 4th is canceled as the board currently has no items to consider. Normally, the planning board's meeting is on the first Thursday of each month, and the zoning board meeting is on the third Thursday of each month. This Sunday is the city's 20th annual turkey trot race, or races. The turkey trot will take place at a different location this year, with registration taking place between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. on Riverside Boulevard at the boardwalk. The 1 mile children's race will begin at 8:30 a.m. and the 10K at 9 a.m. We look forward to seeing everyone compete during this great tradition. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving. In recognition of the holiday, City Hall, the Rec Center, the Ice Arena, and the Magnolia Center will all be closed. There is no residential sanitation pickup on Thursday. Buses will run on the holiday schedule. City Hall, Magnolia, and Rec Center will remain closed as well on Friday, the 28th, but the Ice Arena will be open and residential sanitation will take place on Friday. Buses will run on the holiday schedule as on Friday as well as Thursday. I want to end by wishing everybody a safe and happy Thanksgiving, and I hope they enjoy their family and loved ones on that day. And with that, I will conclude the city manager's report, Brendan. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. And let's get on with the show, please.
Item number 1 is a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement for the installation of a new HVAC system at the Indiana Firehouse.
Okay, so this item is for the HVAC system at the Indiana Firehouse. It's well past its useful life and proven very difficult for DPW to maintain, resulting in uncomfortable environments for our volunteer firefighters. We're originally planning to push this work out a little bit further, but as I mentioned, our DPW group has been doing an incredible job, and they've achieved some significant savings on HVAC projects over the past year. So it affords us the opportunity to do this project now. The $147,000 agreement with Premier Mechanical comes to us through a Suffolk County solicitation for which they had 3 responses. DPW, also in an abundance of caution, reached out to other vendors and came back with higher prices than Premier. Funds are available in the building improvements line of the capital project budget. I have Ken and Steve here if there are any questions on the project, and I believe Scott Cummins is here as well if anyone wants to speak to him about how long this has been out of service in the fire department and at the firehouse. I believe it's around a year and a half, but I'm not positive about that. Scott should be able to answer that better. Thank you.
Okay. Questions or comments from the council?
I'm sorry, I just noticed Joe Miller's here, so Joe will be able to answer the questions related to the firehouse as well. Sorry, Joe.
Ken, do you know when the last time this was replaced? Was it replaced when the firehouse was redone?
I don't have any records. I didn't do a search on that, but I think it predates Sandy. It goes back to when the building was probably built initially. And just to clarify, the AC is not working in the building at all. We have temporary units in the building currently.
I'm sorry, say that again, the
AC unit is not working in the building. There are temporary units in the building providing air conditioning.
Right,
currently.
so that the temporary's been working. The one that's been out has been out for a year.
At least a year, I think possibly 2. But the fire department's here, they may have some more clarity on that.
And just out of curiosity, you know the number of square feet of that building, do you?
No, the unit going in is 17.5 tons.
Okay, thank you.
Joe, do you have any idea when that was that replaced ever? I mean, the firehouse was redone sometime in the 80s, right?
The firehouse was rebuilt in 1981, and in around 2005, they refurbed it. At that time, I believe it might have been changed, but it's been out of service for at least 2 years right now. For the last 2 years, we haven't had air conditioning upstairs where it gets into sweltering heat. You can't use it. You can't even be up there.
Right. Okay, thanks.
It's long due to be replaced.
How many tons is it, Joe?
That I can't answer.
You said 17 and a half, right, Ken?
That's currently there.
We're replacing the unit in kind, 17.5 ton rooftop unit.
Mike?
No, I would just like to say, oh, sorry, John.
Well, I was just going to ask, can you just talk about what is being replaced?
What's happening?
We are replacing the current AC unit that's on the roof in total. So, totally new unit.
So the air handler, the
Yep,
chiller,
we're not replacing
everything?
pieces apart, so this is a whole new unit.
Okay. None of the ductwork, though, or anything?
No, ductwork is fine.
Okay.
No, Brendan, I was just going to comment, I'm sorry that it took this long to fix, and I'm sorry that people are volunteering to keep the community safe, had to deal with this for so long, so I'm glad that we can rectify it.
Yeah, that was my point, that I know that they refurbished that house almost 45 years ago, right? And if there was no replacement of the HVAC in that time, that's ridiculous.
I think they did it when they redid it in 2005. Because I know they had to tear out the walls. That's the one where we got sued and, you know.
You think they did it in 2005?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm pretty
All right. Okay, comments from the public? Questions? Yes.
Just wanted to say, James Hodge, 95 East Fulton Street. I know we're talking about the HVAC, but since we're talking about our great fire department, in my time, I would like to take a moment of silence. Thank you, and that's to honor the life and legacy of the late Patrick Brady, a FDNY firefighter who suffered a medical episode and went into cardiac arrest while battling a fire. So when we talk about the amazing individuals that run in when people run out, as I've been standing up here since I was a teenager, always advocating on anything we can do for the fire department. So just want to commend the HVAC and anything that could help our paid volunteer firefighters, because they do such a fantastic job for us. Again, just standing up to thank you. As I can stand up and say when we're not doing something, I want to stand up and appreciate when we are, since our fire department, again, is one of the oldest and most busiest fire departments in Long Island, being established in 1897. And also, again, more so recognized in 1910. It's a lot of history about our fire department. So whatever we can do to always service the men and women and give them whatever type of equipment or anything that we can with the firehouses, the fire equipment, the equipment that they wear, I applaud you. So again, thank you, and let us continue to support our fire department any way we can. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Thank you. We'll close that then.
Item number 2 is a resolution authorizing the city manager to purchase equipment for the water transmission department from the sole source provider.
I would like to make a motion to amend item 2 to change the last whereas clause and resolved clause from Hydro Stop Holding LLC to Hydra Stop LLC.
Who will second? Councilmember Bendo?
You beat me to it. I caught that too. Yes.
Councilmember Lester?
Yes.
Councilmember Reinhardt?
Yes.
Vice President Fiamara?
Yes.
President Finn?
Yes. Sorry, John.
Same
I
result.
stepped into your lane.
Same result.
Great catch. So our Department of Public Works conducts routine maintenance and testing of our water mains. Recent tests showed a number of our valves were not functioning properly and need to be replaced. Hydrostop valves are the valves utilized by the department as they allow for replacement to occur without interrupting water service to our residents or shutting down the system. Hydrostop is the sole designer and manufacturer of these valves. Ken Arnold, again, is here if you have any additional questions.
John?
So are we buying the, I believe we have the cutting tool, right? So
Yeah.
are we buying the inserts, the valve inserts?
These are the valve bodies
The
themselves.
valve bodies that will go in? Okay.
Yes.
So how many of these we buying? Like, how long do we expect they'll last?
They have a lifespan of over 20 years, and this purchase record is for 7.
For 7 of them?
7 valves.
Okay. Are we getting different sizes, or are they all?
There's 2 sizes here. There are 6 6-inch and 1 8-inch.
Okay.
What were the sizes?
6 6-inch valves and 1 8-inch valve.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, what the machine does is it cuts a hole in the old pipe and inserts a new valve into the
Yeah,
into
all
the
under
pipe,
pressure.
into a shut-off valve into the pipe. So like sometimes they have issues with fire hydrants that were put in 50 years ago don't have a shut-off, and they can't replace the hydrant because there's no shut-off valve for the hydrant. So what this machine does is it'll cut a hole in the pipe, put a new valve in so you can shut the water off and like replace that. That's just one example of how it's used.
Right. This is at the water transmission plant.
This is, the water mains within the city streets.
Right. Oh, and
It can be applied to any pressure pipe, but we're
Right.
using this in the,
Okay.
these valves are for
Right.
work in the street.
But the tool we have only goes up to, what is it, 12 inches, I think?
Probably 12.
After that.
I'd have to double check.
Yeah, I think after that, we have to shut down service or whatever, because the tool can only work on an active line up to a certain size with the tool we have.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Roy, I guess you had a question?
Ken, you said 6 and 1, there's 7, or did you say 6 and 2?
7 total.
7 total. And they, just out of curiosity, because I couldn't find it anywhere, do you know the cost of the 6s and the bigger one?
The 6-inch valves are $2,900 apiece. And, no, I'm sorry, let me take that back. Yes, no, 6-inch valves are $2,900 apiece for the body, and then there's a cartridge piece that's $1,800. The 8-inch valve is $3,400 for the body, and the cartridge piece is $2,100.
And most of our valves, or all of our valves are hydras?
No, we are utilizing hydro valves instead of our traditional valves as we replace them, because you don't disrupt the community. You can do this and keep everything live.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, you have to turn water off to the area you're working on, and
Right, no, but these are line-stopping valves, basically.
when you say line stopping, they're shut-off valves.
Yes, for lines rather than...
Yes.
Yeah, but Hydra is just one manufacturer?
It's the only manufacturer of this type of valve system. There's no competition for this.
Okay.
Plus, we own the equipment to install it.
Plus what?
Plus, we own the installation equipment.
Right,
It's been
yeah.
bought already, too.
So that's, I can understand that.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Comments from the public? Questions from the public? All right, thank you. We'll close that one as well. And I hate to burst everybody's bubble, but that's it for the agenda.
Item number 1, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement for the installation of a new HVAC system at the Indiana Firehouse. Who will introduce and move the adoption of this item?
I will.
Second? I will. Councilmember Bendo?
Yes.
Councilmember Lester?
Yes.
Councilmember Reinhardt?
Yes.
Vice President Fiamara? Yes. President Finn?
Yes?
Item number 2 is a resolution authorizing the city manager to purchase equipment for the water transmission department from the sole source provider as amended. Who will introduce and move the adoption of this item?
I will.
Second? Councilmember Bendo?
Yes.
Councilmember Lester?
Yes.
Councilmember Reinhardt?
Yes.
Vice President Fiamara? Yes. President Finn?
Yes.
The city manager's personnel report has been filed by the city clerk, who will make a motion to close the meeting. Second?
Second.
Councilmember Bendo?
Yes.
Councilmember Lester?
Yes.
Councilmember Reinhardt?
Yes.
Vice President Fiamara?
Yes.
President Finn?
Yes? My favorite part of the meeting. That's a lot, huh? Dale Greenstein?
I'm going to speak from here so everyone can hear me better than when I speak from there.
Yeah, but what's going to
I hope
happen when...
that's
No,
okay.
speak from here, please, because if someone has to respond, they're going to speak from there. Sorry about that.
I could move away if they want to speak.
I mean, this is the way we usually work it. If you don't
I
want to work...
understand what you're saying. I really do. But I know that there are people here that are hard of hearing.
I'm one of them.
Okay. Well, you're up there, so I'm kind of speaking to you. But there are people out there.
Please,
that
let's
have the
just follow
problem,
the protocols, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Okay, I've been up here a couple of times asking about, I think it's called a catch basin by the hospital.
Right.
Is it called a catch basin?
No,
The water area?
The catch basin is what you have at the end of the streets that, like, the metal grating where the water goes down. That's I forget what the name of the
But you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
yep.
Okay, great. I was there on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy. Have you gotten hold of the people at the hospital to indicate that it needs to be taken care of?
The maintenance of that is, it's meant to be natural growing grass and everything like that. What's inside that fence line is the way, I think I explained this to you before, it's the way it's designed to be. It's supposed to be natural growing grass, it's supposed to be a water retention area for water to build up in. It's the purpose of the design. I think I explained that to you before.
Yes, you have,
Okay.
but I saw plastic bags in there, and I don't think that's part of it.
Okay, yeah, they should be maintaining it. We'll contact them again because we still have to get into their building. I'll talk to their maintenance group tomorrow. I'll talk to them.
Okay, that's good. I have something else up on there that I wanted to speak to. Can you,
I gave it to Kerry. Say it again? Oh, extra hours about lifeguards.
yes. I'm wondering,
Extra hour lifeguards.
whether when we have those extra lifeguards, as I was told, I guess it was last time, that there are 5 of them that stay extra hours. Does that sound,
So
That sounds
I don't know for sure, but I think sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's more. I think probably depending on the size of the crowds on the beach.
okay, where do they stay?
I think they rove around.
Yeah, they rove around.
Yeah, they rove around.
Oh, because I was told by a lifeguard just today that they stay in the hut on National Boulevard. Does that sound right to you?
Well, I
No.
would think that the dispatcher probably stays in the hut on National, well, it's not on National, it's on Riverside.
Sorry,
And, yeah, no, and it used to be on National.
right.
And I believe, no, they drive around on that truck. You see them doing it.
Oh, he
Yeah.
told me they hang out in the building.
Do you have his name?
Oh, I would never tell you.
Okay. I like that.
Really? Does it say stupid up here?
I didn't say that.
I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. James, stay right there. You're coming right up. Here you are.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. James Hodge, 95 East Fulton Street. Just wanted to, again, thank you for this wonderful short meeting. But just want to say, as the city manager was saying, to everyone to have a great Thanksgiving in the midst of all of the trimmings that we may have. There are many people that don't have. And let us think about all of those in our city and across the country that don't have, and say a little special prayer for them. I did see on social media the MLK will be having a dinner on Sunday from 1 to 4 and giving out turkeys. One of their board members are here. So it's always good when community can come together, and community is the whole city of Long Beach. Also, as the young lady was just speaking about the hospital, I did make a video on Veterans Day. Received over 10,000 views, and it was just speaking about the use. It's an eyesore. It's in deplorable condition. I did see the maintenance crew there at the hospital fixing up some of the installation that was coming out and fixing the windows. So the pushing is working, but it should be something done, right? We want a hospital, and that's the push. We need a hospital on our Barrier Island. But if Mount Sinai is not going to do that, if they're not, it's been 13 years, if they're not, then it should be used for mixed use something, right? Senior housing, veteran housing. That's why I did it on Veterans Day, and it was freezing out there when I was doing the video. But veterans housing, it's some type of where it could bring in, right across the water, there's housing that are being built, and it builds up their tax base in the town of Hempstead in Nassau County. And I know that when the taxes go up, some people go homeless when taxes go up. It's statistical data that shows that. So, and when taxes go up, elected officials get kicked out of office also. So
When taxes go up, I might have to move out too.
okay, so we need to do something, to develop any area that we can with the community's input. And I think anything that will be done, whether it's from the bridge to the boat ramp, not the boat ramp, but the fishing pier there, I think that the community should have input in it. So again, the hospital land is there. It's 1.8 acres, 1,500 feet. We are grateful for the pavilion, grateful for the emergency room, but something needs to be done with that land. And again, I advocate for a hospital like thousands and thousands do, but if Mount Sinai is not going to do that, I think that everyone should be pushing for it to be something that the community agrees to, and meetings should start as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Again, have a great Thanksgiving.
You too.
God bless.
You and the family. Thank you. Linda Giles?
Good evening, Linda Giles, Long Beach. I was very happy to see the power washing being done on the boardwalk. And a while back, I had spoken to Donna Gaden, and she was telling me that she had a force, I guess, who would do the sidewalks in front of the stores. I don't think we have that anymore.
We do.
Do we?
We do, yes.
We have it now?
Yes,
We do, and the store owners have to pay money
yes.
to do it. So when I spoke to some of the store owners, they said they stopped paying the money because nobody came to do the streets. So I've gone into some of the restaurants to say I can't eat at this store because the entrance is so disgusting. So if we're doing it, are we not collecting money? Are we doing it for some people and not for others?
I don't know how the schedule is laid out. John, can you know how the schedule is laid out? But yes, we do it, and it's
levied on their taxes, so it's not something that they can pay or not pay. They're paying it, and it's done twice, once early in the summer and once in the middle of the summer.
And that's it, just twice.
Correct.
All right.
And that program came into effect, I want to say, probably in 2014, because the onus is really on the adjacent store owner to maintain the sidewalk, and at that time, it was not being done.
It wasn't being done.
Correct.
Okay, well, I hope it is done. I haven't really noticed it. I mean, I walk the streets a lot.
yeah, it's done
And-
early in the morning, very early in the
But
morning.
they're still dirty, so
I
I
agree
don't
with
know.
you.
You agree with me, right?
I mean, you don't want to see the greasy stuff on the street.
Yeah, it really is disgusting.
Yeah,
It's
in all honesty,
disgusting.
the store owners should be responsible for their own space, and we do it because they're not doing it.
I know.
But, we pay our guys to do it. We'd have to increase overtime, et cetera. So we do it twice a year to make sure
Mhm.
it's done at least partially. But the store owners are responsible
Okay.
for doing their own.
I will be bringing this up to Chamber of Commerce also. And just very quickly, that breach in the bulkhead, any news on that?
Yeah, that will be done. We've been meeting with DBW right now. That project's still on hold, waiting on the FEMA change order, pretty much. But we've been basically talking to the contract about just moving ahead and not waiting on FEMA to come back with their answer.
Is that where the gas line is? Is that the problem?
No, the gas line is on the other side of the bridge from there.
Okay.
There is a gas line there as well? The main gas line, though, is on the other side, yeah. Yep.
Is that what's causing the problem? That gas line, why they have that breach?
There's a change order associated with the gas line which goes to the line.
It is. And they have a way to fix it?
Yes.
They do. Okay, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Can,
good holiday,
can we
everybody.
have our sanitation inspector maybe start paying some visits to some of the
Yeah, that's a good
Uh,
idea.
more greasy sidewalks, I
Yeah,
guess I'll say?
that's a good idea.
Yep, we'll do that.
Ron Paganini.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Ron.
Ron Paganini, Long Beach. I want to congratulate, this administration and their big win, and the candidates, Mike and George and Tracy, for their big win. The people who live here in this town responded to common sense and good management. That's how you win in this town.
Thank you.
Not only did you win, it was a pretty big win all around. So I thank you and keep up the good work. My agenda is bigger than yours, by the way.
I was waiting for the but.
No but.
Okay.
So, has the city received any response from the returns of the certified letters to any individual?
I don't know, did we receive any of the certified mails back? No? We had to, well, I'll check tomorrow, Ron, let you know.
All right, I just
But
wanted
I know
to-
they all went out, but I don't know. if
You
we
got my
received that.
return.
Yeah, that's why I have to say I have to check, because I don't even know if I got yours.
Go on.
I got one from Trump.
Oh, we got one from Trump.
Ooh.
This one-
Brought it down here just for you.
Oh, man, that's great. All right, so,
Figures he's the only guy who responds, right?
Yeah,
He's the only
right.
one who cares.
well,
All
he
right.
does care. So anyway, we'll keep up on that.
At least we got him.
Well, at least we got him. We don't have the governor yet. She didn't respond.
She's too busy with the city,
Yeah,
the other city.
I know. All right, so I have this other thing. This is for my Facebook friends. I'm not on Facebook, by the way. My wife is, but I'm not. So
You're doing yourself a favor.
I know, but this is to my Facebook friends. So, an old post showed up from Long Beach Secrets about 2 weeks ago. It's dated October 24, 2019, when I was running with the New Wave. And they, on that post, they basically said that I took too much money on my retirement. So they're accusing me back then of that I took too much money. So I never responded back then. But all of a sudden, this thing is old. It came up on the site again, out of nowhere. And people are responding. And I had my wife respond. And, the bottom line is this. I want to tell my friends out there, even in here, I'm not a thief. I didn't take too much money, and nobody offered me anything. Okay? Whatever the rules were, those are the rules. Whatever I got because I earned it, and that's what happened. And then basically, as far as the Long Beach Secrets are concerned, they are the biggest cowards, hiding behind a mask, basically. And I truly believe these are the people who destroyed our city from 2012. I believe this, it's in my opinion, from 2012 to 2019, these are the same people that wanted to destroy the New Wave, and I think you're next. I'm not just saying, they're nobody's friend, these people. So you hear me out there, Long Beach Secrets, you're cowards. You call people names, you're nobody. You don't show your face, you don't come up here, you're garbage, every one of you. And I know who you are. I know who you are, okay? So on that thing, I just want to ask Dan, the city, am I on a list of owing money? Do you know of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware of, right? And I'm sure Mr. Bendo could say the same thing. So, I am not a thief. That ends it. Thank you. You're the authority here. Not that you know, and you can investigate if you want. Okay? So thank you very much, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Judy Moran?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Today's a little bit surreal for me, and I'm thinking maybe the angels are on my side today because in 2008, I closed on my house this day. My father died that morning. I was working for Ralph Lauren, Mr. Reinhardt. I was a pattern maker for 49 years in the garment industry. So, dresses. We were on 39th between 5th and on 6th. We started the dress division there. But anyway, this is I'm going to hand this out to you. This is a obituary that was written in the New York Times this week. This woman was a pioneer on noise. Arlene Brotsfeld. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but I just want to give this all to you. If you please would read it and help me in this noise, when you're going now to make this new noise ordinance.
Thank you.
And if you have need any suggestions from me, I would be more than welcome to, sit down with any of you. But listen to what she says about noise. It is just mind-boggling, okay? And also, I would like you all to look at Center Avenue, East Rockaway, has a little tiny amphitheater. It's brick. And the reason it's brick is because they didn't want the noise to hit any of the neighbors. So I really would think that you please, if you would look at this noise and not make my summer another living hell. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So, Judy, just to address that, I've been trying to get a noise ordinance since the beginning of August.
I know, you told me.
And
I don't know what the block is. Nobody's ever called me or cared
John, we have
about
a
what's
noise
going on
ordinance.
with me.
We have a noise ordinance.
so,
It keeps disappearing, Mr. Finn. Like a little bit of it, because I've been watching it for years, even before you were here. I can bring it to you. It keeps disappearing, little pieces of it, because it used to be if noise was heard by a neighbor, in that, if you were you were over the ordinance. I know the commissioner here. He's helped me. He can't do anything at this point because it's not written properly. And go do me a favor, just look at all of the noise ordinances all around. Even in Island Park, in docks, they do not allow outside music. It's incredible what this city's been
But that's
allowed.
not part of the noise ordinance. But the noise ordinance that we have, as far as I've been told by high authority, that our noise ordinance in Long Beach has actually been upheld in higher courts. That it's an accurate noise ordinance.
Then why am I going through such hell?
I don't know.
I mean, John has told me that he stood outside my house, and he said it's loud.
so
My neighbors say it's loud, but they don't want to do anything. My company that comes to sit on my porch, we can't have a conversation. And I'm not saying it's all the time, but when it is, it's bad. It's not right. It's not, you wouldn't live there. And I shouldn't have to move just because somebody has loud music.
As I say, that the noise ordinance, as far as I know, is an effective noise ordinance.
It's not.
So, Judy, again.
My house shakes.
I have went and stood outside your house multiple times over the summer. I have been trying since early August to do a change, an update to our noise ordinance, and I've been getting absolutely no cooperation
From who?
from the staff. So
And when you say the staff, who are you talking about?
I've been keeping a list of who I talked to. I can go through it if you want right now.
Did you talk to me about
So
it?
I don't need to talk to you.
Okay, then I
So-
don't need to talk to you.
So
What kind of game
Okay.
is it we playing here?
Wait a minute. You guys have been doing this job for 2 years. You should learn the code. The code says if a council member wants to get something on the agenda, he goes to the corporation council, tells them what he wants, the corporation council writes it, or assigns someone to write it. I went and met with the corporation council,
Okay.
okay? Was told it was going to be written,
No, that's not true.
Frank, I sat in your office for an hour and a half, we
Did
talked.
not tell you it's going to be written. Let's get that.
You told me you were assigning Stephen to write the
I
ordinance.
also told you should discuss it so we have the parameters and know what to write.
And there we go. Now, again, you don't get to make up rules that aren't in the
I
code.
can't make up something if I don't know what you want me to do.
We went through this.
John, you have to give them, if you want them to write a resolution, you have to give them the parameters that you want the resolution written on. You can't just say, write a resolution on this. You got to say what you want.
Wow, this is some rewriting of history. I talked to you at length about
What-
it.
John-
I talked
John,
to you at length
So
about
tell
it.
me exactly what you want to change in it. You never had anything, John, you can't say that just because you had a conversation with us, that you told us the parameters you
I
wanted.
did tell you the parameters. Would you like me to tell you?
Yes,
right now?
I would love to hear it.
Tell everybody in this room right now what I told them I wanted to do. Right now, the noise ordinance says 65 decibels, okay? 65 decibels is kind of borderline noisy. So what I wanted to do, right now the ordinance is, and there's conflicts in the code, some places it says 11 p.m., some places it says midnight. It says the music has to stop at 11 p.m. What I wanted to do was say music had to move indoors,
Yes.
indoors, after 6, 7 p.m. We were going to work on that time.
Who's we?
That's what, what's that?
Who is we?
What do you mean, who's we?
We were going to work that out.
Well, I was having discussions with Stephen about this, bouncing
Okay.
ideas.
Okay.
Frank and I talked about it, bouncing ideas,
Right.
and Dan and I talked about it, bouncing
John, I
ideas.
did talk to you, but let's be clear. I said, did you discuss with the other members of the council and come up with some kind of proposal?
Okay,
And you should do
again,
that first.
read the code. The code says, I go to you and I say, I want a resolution on the agenda, and you do it. There's no need
it
for me
doesn't
to
say
get
that.
approval,
It says the council.
to get
It
concurrence.
says collectively the council.
No, it does not.
It does not say that. It says account. Would you like me to take it out? I have it with me.
It says the council.
Here we go. All ordinances and resolutions shall be prepared by the Corporation Council. No ordinance shall be prepared for presentation to the council unless ordered by a member thereof.
Right, so none is going to be prepared unless a member orders it. Now, you order it one thing, he orders something else, he wants yet something different. What did you expect me to do?
Okay.
Do exactly what
First
the
of all,
code
no
says.
one
No, you
else
don't
talked
do
to you
that.
about
You
this
don't do
besides
that.
me. It was me. I told you what I wanted. I followed the code exactly, and you just said,
That's not what happened, John.
that's exactly what happened.
Not what happened.
Okay,
Well,
so you're-
also I know,
so
guys,
you're
is you're
telling me-
arguing over
you're telling
something.
me the code-
thank you very
Right.
much.
Wait, you're telling me the code is BS?
No, I never said that.
Okay, so I followed exactly what the code said. You did not.
Listen, what would you like me to put down and present? You tell me what you want.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you when we had that hour and a half
And I
conversation.
also told you, did you discuss it with anybody else?
I don't need to.
So we should have 5 resolutions?
If they want to put up resolutions, yes.
Did
Have you
anyone
seen that
else ask for a
before? I've never
resolution?
seen that.
Did anyone?
5
Then obviously, why are you in that job if you don't know what the code says?
So what was your resolution, John? What was your
I
resolution?
just told you, the music has to move indoors for the bars at 6 p.m.
So there could be no music outside?
Outside.
At 6 p.m. So there'll be no more block parties after 6 p.m., right? You want no more block
I
parties
guess
in
that
Long
could be
Beach?
the case.
Right? You don't want anybody having a house party and they have music on their deck and they can't have music, they can't have music after 6 p.m.?
Live music,
not
not,
what it says.
not.
Oh, live music? No,
Live.
so only live music, so you were talking...
All concerts on the beach have to end at 6 p.m.?
No, because if the
How is
concert's
it
on
any
the
different?
beach, if it's not 65 decibels at the apartment buildings or wherever they're near, they're fine.
And the minute it goes over 65 decibels, then the concert on the beach has to end if it's after 6 o'clock. We have a very complicated resolution.
hold on a
But what I
second.
do understand is that our code has been upheld in New York State courts. Okay, our code, our zoning ordinance was effective. It's been effective.
That's
Okay.
not the,
So
Yes.
what you're hearing, Judy, what you're hearing is there
It's
There
a
is
give
not
up.
a
Is that what
majority
you're
up
telling
here
me to
that-
just give up?
nobody.
you're telling me?
You're a consequence of an election.
That has nothing to do with it. Let's
You're a
face it.
consequence. Nobody up here
And if we're
wants-
going to, listen, John, let's not play politics right now, okay? Let's just stick to the, let's stick to the facts here,
Okay?
okay?
So what are the facts? The facts are, I followed the code, I instructed the staff to write a resolution, they refused, so there's options, I mean, what do I gotta do? Do I gotta go file an Article 78?
John, you're telling half
Brendan,
the
can I
story.
ask a question? Do you mind?
Yeah.
So just so I know, because it's news to me with the resolution, I know everybody's going to say, oh, you have an interest in this, but I don't care. I don't care if you can hear me. I'm talking to the council right now. I am rude. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anyway, what I was trying to say is you're rude when you're clapping and talking while I'm talking. You're the rude people. You're clapping like we're in an amphitheater here, like we're gladiators. We're trying to do things better for the city instead of amuse you guys. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is what we're saying here is we wanted to pass a resolution that music would have to go inside at 6 o'clock. Correct?
No, he wants the resolution introduced.
So you were
He
part of the
didn't say
resolution.
But
excuse me.
I
I'm
get
looking
what
at
you're
him
saying,
right
Roy.
now.
I get-
So here's what we'll do. We'll go through me. If you want to speak, you talk to me.
Wait,
If you want
he
to,
just-
no.
he just
If you
spoke-
want to
look,
speak, you go through me.
So if I want to speak, I
That's
go to
correct. You got it
But
right.
Your buddy over there.
You have
can
it right.
speak
No,
anytime
he
he
asked
wants.
to speak.
I asked to speak.
He asked to speak. He didn't ask to speak. He spoke anyway. You didn't ask to speak. You spoke
Okay.
anyway. If
I'm
that's the
asking
way
you-
you want to run it,
I'm asking.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right. The resolution, he has the right to ask for a resolution.
Correct.
He does not have to ask anybody else.
Okay.
If you read the charter, that's what it says.
I'm not debating that, Roy. I'm
Okay,
asking if
well,
his
he came
solution.
and he said, this is what I want. Then the council gets to vote on it.
I don't,
okay? And if
Roy,
the
I don't need the
council
rules
doesn't-
of how the code works. That's not what I'm debating. I agree with everything you're saying. I'm asking if the solution for Judy was to move all music inside for those businesses on the strip at 6 o'clock.
I personally think
Yeah.
that the code, and, you know, Brendan said the code's
Yeah.
been upheld. I have no problem. This code, I don't think is being enforced. And one of the reasons I don't think it's being enforced is because what they're doing, and the commissioner, who I love dearly, said it, what they're doing is they're deducting the ambient noise, which is up to almost, what did you say, 57 decibels, the ambient noise? Deducting that from the 65. So that makes it almost
I'm just
impossible.
asking if the solution that was going to be presented was to shut down music in the city of Long Beach to indoors at 6 o'clock. And if
Well,
you think
you know
that's a
what,
good
you
idea
could-
for quality of life, for block parties, communions,
Right, and
birthdays,
you would have a
the
right
bar
to-
business, the second
You
largest
would have a
employers
right to vote on it. But
Okay,
you know
I just
what?
wanted to know if that was the solution. That's
No,
it.
no, but residents should have the right to sleep at
They
night.
should.
They should have the right
nobody's
without
saying
the
that.
noise.
What time do they
And
stop the music?
When you buy
What
a
time do they stop
house-
the music? 9 o'clock, right?
Mr. Finn, it's not about that. It's
Well,
about...
no, that's what he's saying right now.
No, well, all of you are saying everything that I am not saying,
Okay,
okay?
all right.
First of all, I have a list here. Limit the tented music events to 4 times a year and only one day, okay? When the tent goes up, it's 4 days of music in those tents, okay? Too much, okay? Outside, build a sound barrier. A brick wall, that's what I mentioned, East Rockaway has an amphitheater. It's small, it's brick. If there's a garbage truck picking up garbage on Beach Street, you cannot hear the noise. So what does that tell you? I need a garbage truck in front of my house, okay? The length of the music, okay, is over from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 9 o'clock at night. Then it goes to a DJ inside. I can't stop the DJ, okay? We're on a sound bar, or a sandbar. Okay, and weekdays. Okay, it should be only acoustic music on weeknights. Okay, you can go to every famous musician. Okay, Rod Stewart, Rolling Stones. They all did amazing albums acoustically. It can be done. It can be done. I do not have to sit with 6 hours of blasting music. I leave my house. I do not. And I'm sure if that would happen to New York City, it wouldn't be allowed every weekend. We're not talking block parties. Block parties are once a week, once a month, not even like just a summer, once a week or something like that, not every night. I'm so sick of you guys didn't even try to talk to me. You don't. You just argue among yourselves and don't even sit
We've
down
talked
and
to
ask
you
me.
many times
Why
this
don't you
summer.
come- I've asked you to come to dinner and sit and listen to it.
You didn't ask me that.
Yes, I did. I
You
said
didn't.
I'd cook for you. All right, I'm
You,
done.
you see me every day.
Yes, I see you.
You didn't ask me to dinner.
With him.
You didn't ask me to dinner.
Okay, and today I told you it's my father's anniversary.
I'm sorry for your
okay?
father. God bless your
And I
father.
would really appreciate if God would come in and intervene on this mess.
Thank you. Okay. Tim Kramer? All set up. It's all set up. Good evening, Tim.
Hey, how are you guys? Tim Kramer, 361 East Broadway. First of all, Christina sends her regards. She's in Hempstead trying to get a continuation on the BESS moratorium. So you got me, that's it.
I looked at the BESS report.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, hopefully that happens. So anyway, this morning in front of the Long Beach Hotel on Lincoln and Broadway, I counted 20 bikes locked up to whether it be Long Beach road signs, street lamps, whatever. So, and these bikes are not bikes that anybody would ride. They all got flat tires. So it's a bad look. What's going on with that?
Did this just appear?
This has been accumulating over time. I counted 20, and I didn't get it all. So I would argue there's probably more than that, and it's all around the Long Beach Hotel on Broadway and on Lincoln, and God knows what's going on in the back. I mean, who knows? But it's a bad look. So
We'll take a look at that, Tim.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah.
So to go a step further with that hotel, is that hotel permitted to house people on a long-term basis?
No, it's supposed to be 30-day maximum, right, Rich? 30-day.
So
Yeah.
So what's happening is that is a long-term stay. If you go from room 101 and then after 30 days you move to room 102, because here's the issue. In the morning, there are kids getting on the bus in front of the hotel at the bus stop on the corner, and when the bus comes in the afternoon, they get off the bus and they go in the hotel. So there's a zoning problem, a permitting problem, I would argue a human rights problem. I would argue a safety problem, because I'm sure the commissioner can verify that in the course of a week, the police are in front of that building, we're going to call it multiple times, and keep in mind that Mr. Ron Walsh works at that hotel. This is a Long Beach, check that, Nassau County retired police officer, and when I tell you this guy can throw weights around in the gym like nobody's business, I mean that with sincerity. I've seen it for myself. This is an incredibly strong man. So when it gets to a point where Mr. Walsh can't handle it, okay, which is pretty, I would say, extensive, then, we get the Long Beach Police involved. So there's a problem here. I don't know if there's a vetting going on with the people there, but you have small kids that are in the Long Beach school system living in tiny little rooms. This is a problem. I don't know if this is a Nassau County legislator problem or if this is a Bruce Blakeman problem, but this is a problem, and it starts with the bikes out front and it goes right on down the line. So this is a human rights problem and a safety problem for the immediate community, and I see it all the time. I'm home, I work from home, I see it all the time, and the police are there. It's got to be a dozen times a week.
Okay.
So that is the story. I am going to speak with Mr. Mulaney about this. I'll speak with Bruce Blakeman about this, but
Okay.
I don't know what's funneling this I don't see this at the Allegria. This is not going on at the Allegria. It's going on over there, and it's going to stop.
Yeah, we need it to be a real hotel. You're right.
Is this the county sending people down there to live?
I believe it's county.
We'll follow up. They do temporary housing at all hotels, and Long Beach Hotel.
This is
as
not,
well.
I beg to differ.
paid
This is
for
not
by the-
temporary.
this is
This
paid-
is permanent, that they're bouncing around from one room to the other. This is a boarding house. That's a technicality that this Mr. Kadosh is getting wealthy off these people's misery. This is a problem. This is a big problem. And I want it addressed, and I'll be speaking with Mr. Mulaney about this going forward.
Sooner rather than later, I assume.
Yeah, very soon, yeah. All right.
I agree. What can we do?
I'll follow up with the county. We'll also check on the bicycles ourselves. It is a shelter. It's not a migrant issue. I just want to make that clear. This is a shelter. This is people that need temporary shelter that are placed in all hotels across the county. There's no homeless shelters in Nassau County. What they do is they pay for people to stay at hotels.
So how do we explain the kids getting on the bus and off the bus that are enrolled in the Long Beach School District? How do we explain that? This is not temporary.
I'll look into that.
I'm not going to belabor the point. I know what I see. I see this every day. All day long I see it. So I know I know what I see. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you, Tim. Frank McQuaid?
I'm disappointed, ultimately sad, and the sadness scars, angry with the demolition of the beautiful historic steel mansion known as the Villa Clara. It was avoidable. If the phrase, "it takes a village," is believable at all, the village failed. What happened? What failed? In my opinion, there was a reckless developer who continues to run roughshod over the city as he has for decades, with a cadre of lawyers whose actions, in my opinion, were questionable, suggesting breach of fiduciary obligation. There seemed to be a confounded lapse between the city court and related eviction proceedings and the circuit court, who should have adjudicated matters before the demolition was permitted. What else failed? A historical society that gave inadequate advocacy, serially ignoring the National Historic Registry marker of the Via Clara. I believe there was a building department paralyzed by timid reference to precedent, and the Zoning Board of Appeals, who paved their roads with merely good intentions and nothing more. There was a building inspector who gave a glance at his work rather than a reverent stare. And I believe the city council never got the whole picture. It is conceivable that the mansion was destroyed deliberately by developers exposing the interior to weather to make it not worth restoring. The demise of the Villa Clara began in the shadow of COVID when Dan Steele died, and it was demolished the day after Election Day when decent people were focused on civic matters. Sneaks. So, neighbors stand there with mouth agape in front of a pile of rubble. The greedy development should not have occurred, in my opinion, in favor of history, beauty, religious iconography, and a place of hospitality and love. There stands banal suburbia. Please, don't let it happen again. I mourn the Villa Clara.
Thank you, Frank, and I agree with a lot of what you said. You and I have spoken about it personally. I used to live down the block from Villa Clara. I thought it was a beautiful place 25, 30 years ago when I lived there. And what happened is, I think, another one of those Long Beach stories that it's hard to explain. It's hard to understand how things happen. And you're right, we don't want it to happen again, and we want to be careful with what happens going forward. I agree. I've spoken with people in the building department, and I've spoken with the Corporation Counsel, particularly Joe Lupo, about it. I don't believe that this council had. I don't think we had any say in what happened. I don't think the city had any say because. But I'm not an attorney, and I can't comment on it as an attorney. I'm just commenting from what people tell me. This should have been taken care of quite a while ago, as you said, at least probably prior to COVID. So, yes, it's a lesson, and it's a horrible lesson to learn, but I agree, and we could speak about it later. Thank you. Mindy Dovberg. Good to see you.
My name is Mindy Dovberg.
Dovberg,
like
I'm
love
sorry.
and the dove bird, but I'm not Dovebird, I'm Dovberg. Yes, please don't call me Dovebird. I don't even know why I just said that. So I went to.
I did that. I called you.
No, you said. I think you said something else, but I just wanted to clarify
Dovberg.
it.
Right, got you.
Dove, like the bird. Dove.
Dove.
Yes. All right. I just wanted to congratulate the new city council. I'm very excited. There's going to be a female up there.
Thank you.
And I also sent an email yesterday, which I'm not going to discuss, and I want to thank Phil for responding to me. But I also just want to say that I had a whole bunch of people join me on Sunday for the Sunday Splashers, and they were not from Long Beach, and they kept remarking how fabulous and clean the beach is. And I don't know the woman's name that is running the social media, but I said to her after a meeting a couple weeks ago.
Stacy Sweet.
Tracy?
Stacy.
Stacy.
She does it.
I commended her, but I want to just say that the city council's, the Long Beach, the city's, social media account on Facebook is so remarkable, and I appreciate the fact of what she's doing and everything. But the beach maintenance is just fabulous, and that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. And on that note, that's our last contestant. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Arrive home safely, and we have a meeting, I think it's December 2nd? December 2nd. Thank you.